if I debase Adrian, he's got one hand on the ground or one hand on my collar. Most of the time his hand's gonna be on my knee. Like a good guard passer's gonna have his hand on my knee. So it's gonna be hard to use this leg to chop and sit up. The other thing that's gonna be hard to do but if you think about like how he's like tripoded right now. His hips are in the air, right? So if he was down on his knee when I spread his base out, now his hips aren't in the air. His hips have some balance back because his weight's not as over his head. Does that make sense? When his weight's over his head and he's on his foot, then he can't really turn and face me very well. But now he can take his weight off his hand because his knee is on the ground, and he can start trying to clear this hook and try and face me, okay? Sometimes his defensive options are better here, and it's going to be hard for me to sit up and try and get a single leg because he's getting more square to me because his knee is on the ground, right? So instead, I switch to his hip, and I elevate his leg, and I move my knee to the outside and scoop up his leg. Okay, so one more time. So we're here, I debase Adrian. He can go down to his knee or not. This works either way, okay? If he's on his knee or he's not on his knee. I take my daily Riva hook off and I step with my toes pointing out on his rib. I use that to stretch his leg, lift his leg in the air, and put my knee on the outside. I'd like this to be over my shoulder, okay? So I have his leg over my shoulder. I push away and I step on the bottom part of his knee. I step and keep my head tall. Push away with my collar and let the people stand. Now we're kind of in the same position where he's over.